friends, welcome. My name is Tennessee. Today I'm bringing you week 4 of a 4-week progression into your peak posture of crow pose. So today is your final week of crow. Yay. So if you haven't done weeks 1, 2, 3, please pause, go back, do week 1, 2, or 3, and then come into your final week of 4. We're going to flow through. We are going to go into the full posture today multiple times, so it'll give you many opportunities to kind of get your groove into that posture, to feel the muscle memory into the posture, and kind of get your confidence into the posture. Now, take what you need. Don't feel like you have to go into the full posture or full expression today. You can always go into layers or options as I provide those for you. Take breaks, take water, do whatever you need for your body. I want you to listen to your body. Now, I always start my classes with a chakra clearing. If you don't know what chakras are, there's 7 energy sources throughout your body. They start at the base of your spine and they work their way through the crown of your head. So I just want you to check in, notice what feels good, notice of any discomforts. Getting out of your head, getting into your body, whether that be through the posture or your breath. Today we're going to start on our backs in a Supta Baddha Konasana. So come all the way back down. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees out wide. Now you're going to be here for the first few minutes of class, so if this is too much of a hip opener, you can always place blocks if you have them underneath your knees, up into your hip bones. If you don't have blocks, you can use books or anything sturdy around the house to help elevate the earth up. Otherwise, you can bring your knees into your midline, or you can just lay in a Shavasana with your legs straight. Just do whatever feels good for you. All right, guys, let's get started. We're going to start on our backs. Close your eyes. Inhale, completely fill up your lungs. Audible exhale, let that go. Let's do that again. Inhale, completely fill up. Audible exhale, release. Just see if you can surrender a little bit further onto your mat, releasing any tension, checking in with your body, checking in with your head, your neck, your jaw, your shoulders, your hands, your hips, your low back, your knees, your ankles, and your feet. Now this time, inhale through your nose. Find a constriction in the back of your throat, and then exhale through your nose. This is your Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhaling through your nose, and then exhaling through your nose. See if you can make your inhale the same length as it is your exhale with the same intensity. I want you to carry this breath throughout your practice today, through each posture, through each movement, as we go through. Now just start to clear your mind. Bring your focus, your energy, your awareness to the base of your spine, to your root chakra, your first chakra. This is your I am space, your foundation, your safety, your security. This is where everything starts. Just check in, notice what feels good, notice of any discomfort. Now on your inhale, bring your focus, your energy, awareness into your second chakra, the space below your belly button, your sacral. Your I feel space, where you house your emotions, your desires, your sexuality, also known as your mother womb. Now slowly guide the energy up into your third chakra, the space above your belly button, your solar plexus, your I do space. This is what drives you, where your passions, your creativity, your power all lie. And now slowly start to draw the energy up into your fourth chakra, your heart. Your I love space, your space of relationships, self-acceptance, and unconditional love. Good, now move the energy up into your fifth chakra, your throat. Your I speak space, your space of communication, your truth. So gently move the energy up into your sixth chakra, the space just between your eyebrows, your I see space, your space of intuition, your third eye. And then finally, take your focus, your energy, awareness all the way above your head to your seventh chakra, your crown chakra. Your I understand space, your path to enlightenment. I want you to draw the energy all the way down to the base of your spine, and then inhale it through the 7 chakras to the crown of your head. Notice if anything gets stuck, of any discomforts, or if it feels good. Work to bring your focus, your energy, awareness to those areas throughout your class today. One big clearing breath in. Audible exhale, let that go. Nice work, guys. Just flutter your eyes open. Hug your knees up into your chest. Circle your knees opposite one another, in and out. Release the tension. Let that go. Just breathe. Now slowly set the soles of your feet down just outside your sitting bones. Your knees are up. Take your left ankle on top of your right knee. Find a reclined figure 4. Just hug your right knee up and in. Flex your left toes back towards your shin. Just push your left knee forward. Relax your right foot. Breathe. One more breath. Now slowly release your left leg long to the top of your mat. Take your right knee outside your rib cage, back up into your shoulder. Ardha Appanasana, half wind relieving pose. Option to reach for opposite elbows for a deeper compression. Inhale, half happy baby. So the sole of your right foot up, draw your right knee down, plug your shoulder blade back and down. If this is too much, you can always grab underneath your thigh and just press down this way. Good, now slowly release your right leg long. On your inhale, Appanasana, wind relieving pose. Use your core to hug both knees back up into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Good, just plant the soles of your feet down. Just outside your sitting bones, your knees are up this time. Take your right ankle on top of your left knee. Recline figure 4, hug your left knee up and in. You can flex your right toes back towards your shin. Push your right knee forward. Just relax your left foot. Now slowly release your right leg long to the top of your mat. Take your left knee outside your rib cage, back up into your shoulder. Ardha Appanasana, half wind relieving pose. Inhale, half happy baby. So the sole of your left foot up. Draw your left knee down, plug your shoulder blade back and down. Again, option to grab for your thigh if that feels better. Now slowly release your left leg long to the top of your mat. On your inhale, hug both knees back up into your chest. Appanasana one more time. Give yourself a big hug. Now this time, just take the soles of your feet together. Knees come out wider than your hips. Extend your arms all the way up, straight up. Fingers are spread wide. Inhale, and then exhale. Lift your shoulder blades up off your mat. Reach, extend to the top, and pull your knees up as high as you can into your triceps. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, reach. Exhale, bring it down. Good, keep it going here for 4, 3, 2, hold at the top, and 1. Micro pulse, lift and lower for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Hug your knees into your chest, rock and roll front to back, all the way to a tabletop. Cross at your ankles, plant your hands down, step back, and draw your knees down to your mat. Now stack your shoulders to your elbows, elbows to your wrists, your fingers are spread wide. Stack your hips to your knees, your belly button pulls into spine. Option to ground through the tops of your feet, option to tuck your toes under. Inhale, cow pose. Take your gaze up as you draw your bellies down. Exhale, cat, tuck in, round up, dome up through your shoulder blades, round up through your spine, tuck your chin into your chest. Good, let's do one more round. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Maybe add movement side to side this time. Left to right, maybe some barrel rolls. Do what feels good for you and your body. Now let's do one more round on your own. Inhaling for cow. Can you take your gaze up a little further? Exhale for cat, tuck and dome up. Work your way slowly back to a neutral spine. Now extend your right leg long behind, flex your toes back towards your shin, keep your right hip bone pointing down, reach your left arm forward, palm face in. Now lift your arm and your leg at the same time. Find that pulse. Give me 4, 3, 2, lift and reach, and 1. Exhale, draw your elbow to your knee and hold. Inhale, reach, lengthen, extend, lift. Exhale, bring it in. Keep it going here. Good. Just give me one more. Now this time, plant your left hand down. Draw your right knee up into your chest. Find your tick-tock out and in. Bring your right knee in and outside your elbow. Feel the external obliques. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower back down, tabletop. Inhale, cow pose. Gaze up, belly's down. Exhale, cat, tuck in, round up. Let's do one more round. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Work your way back to a neutral spine. Extend your left leg long behind. Hips and shoulders are square. Keep your left hip bone pointing down. Reach your right arm forward. Find that pulse. Lift and lower for 4, 3, 2. Hold it long. And 1. Exhale, draw your elbow to your knee and hold. Inhale, reach, extend, lengthen. Exhale, bring it in. Keep it going here. Follow your breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it in. Give me one more. Good. Now just draw your right hand down. Bring your left knee up into your chest. Find tick-tocks out and in. Knee comes outside your elbow back to your midline for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly work your way back to a tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees 2 inches off your mat. Find a tabletop hover. Fingers are spread wide. Tap your right knee to your right tricep. Step back to a tabletop hover. Left knee to left tricep. Step it back. Alternate right to left for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift all the way up. Find your downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, your first down dog of your class. Your feet are about hip width distance. Take your gaze in between your feet, torso to your thighs. Let your head hang heavy. Ground through your first finger and your thumb. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Roll into your high plank, hold it here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe. Wrap your triceps towards your ears. Find the external rotation in your inner thighs. Inhale, come back up onto your tippy toes. Roll into your high plank. Hold here. Lower all the way down to your bellies. Hug your elbows into your rib cage. Untuck your toes. Ground through the tops of your feet through your hip bones. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra. Lift up, hug back. Let your shoulders melt back and down. Exhale, slowly lower. Let's do that again. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra. Lift up, hug back. Exhale, slowly lower. This time, inhale, Cobra Locust. Hands and feet lift up off your mat. Ground through your hip bones and the soft part of your belly. Option to stay here. Option down Locust. Interlace your hands to the small of your back. Lift up, take your gaze to the edge of your mat. Breathe. Exhale, slowly release. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes, come up onto your knees. Lift your tailbone high. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe. Take your gaze to the top of your mat. Walk your feet to meet your hands. Uttanasana, forward fold. Ragdoll pose, reach for opposite elbows. Sway your bodies left to right. Nod your head yes or no. Bring the energy into your midline. Let your head hang heavy. Bend your knees as much as you need. You have one more breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Belly button pulls into spine. Shoulders melt away from your ears. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Arms sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, exhale, Tadasana. Good work, guys. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Arms sweep up. Look up. Exhale, find a bind to the small of your back. Inhale, puff your chest forward. Take your gaze up and back. Activate through your glutes, through your inner thighs. Exhale, forward fold with your bind. Stop it into your knees. Lead your torso to the top of your thigh. If you have shoulder mobility, work your arms above your head. One more breath. Exhale, release your bind, draw your hands down towards your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your high plank. Lower down halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog warrior cobra. Arms are straight, knees and hips are lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, breathe, let that go. Good work, guys. If at any time you want to skip a vinyasa and go straight to your downward dog, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to take as many breaks as you need. Take your gaze back to the top of your mat, step or jump, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms sweep up. Exhale, draw your hands down to your heart center. Inhale, exhale, Tadasana. Flowing through that sun A. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms sweep up. Exhale, bind to the small of your back. Inhale, puff your chest forward. Exhale, forward fold with your bind. Draw your torso to the top of your thighs. One more breath. Exhale, release your bind, draw your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog, warrior cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let that go. Now take your gaze back to the top of your mat. Step or jump, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Toes to touch, knees to touch. Squeeze your inner thighs. Your tailbone draws back, bellies in, chest is lifted, arms are strong. Now inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, drinking bird. Sweep your arms back behind, palms face down, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Chest is lifted, bellies in. Exhale, chair, lower your heels down, sweep your arms high. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant down, sit it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog, warrior cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right heel rises. Open up your hips, stack your hips, your shoulders are square to the top of your mat. Breathe. Feel that stretch through your right side. One more breath. Exhale, square your hip, knee to nose, hold, round up through the shoulder blades, shift forward, tick-tock, in and out for 4, 3, 2, step it through, warrior 1. Now your back foot steps into a 45, grounding through the blade of your back foot. Front knee stacks to your front ankle. Arms sweep high. Hips and shoulders are square. Breathe, sink into your front thigh. One more breath. Exhale, plant your hands, sit it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left heel rises. Now open up your hips, stack your hips, breathe. Square your shoulders. Square your hip, bring your knee to your nose. Hold, round up through the shoulder blades. Tick-tock, in and out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Step through, warrior 1. Back foot's grounded, front knee stacks, hip shoulders are square, arms are strong. Exhale, plant it down, send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale is downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let that go. Nice work. Now we're gonna flow through that one more time. Breath to movement, take your gaze back to the top of your mat. Step or jump, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Uttanasana. Toes to touch, knees to touch. Arms sweep high. Inhale, exhale, drinking bird. Come up onto your tippy toes. Sweep your arms back behind, palms face down, chest is lifted. Exhale, chair, lower your heels down, arms sweep high. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant down, send it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right heel rises. Open up your hip, stack your hips, breathe. Square your hip, knee to nose, hold. Round up through the shoulder blades, tick-tock, in and out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Step through, warrior 1. Your back foot's grounded. Front knee stacks, hip shoulders are square, arms are strong. Exhale, plant it down, send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left heel rises. Open up your hips, stack your hips, shoulders are square, breathe. Square your hip, knee to nose, hold. Tick-tock, in and out for 4, 3, 2, step it through, warrior 1. Back foot's grounded, front knee stacks, shoulders are square, arms are strong. Exhale, plant it down, send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhales, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, let that go. Work your way to a child's pose. Bring your knees out wide, toes to touch, draw your third eye down, breathe. Woo. Nice work, guys. Just check in with your body. Notice where you're carrying your tension, where you feel any kind of stuck energy. Just allow it to move. One more breath. Take your gaze to the top of your mat. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Take your left hand on top of your right. Pull your left shoulder down. Down into your midline. One more breath. Inhale, slowly walk your hands through your midline. Exhale, take it over to your left side. Right hand plants on top of your left. Pull your right shoulder down. Breathe. And just giving one more breath here. Inhale, slowly lift up. Reach, extend to the top of your mat. Spread your fingers wide. Now lift your forearms up. Gaze to the top of your mat. Find your child's pose push-ups. Roll forward, doming up through the shoulder blades, tucking your pelvis under, rounding through the spine. Now stack your shoulders to elbows, elbows to wrist. Exhale, lower down to a hover. Hug your elbows into your side bodies. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, send it back. Keep it going here. Find your own tempo, your own pace. This is the proper form of a chaturanga in the upper body. It also helps to build that upper body strength. So hugging elbows in and back. Breathe, give me 4. We got 3. You do not want your tailbone lifting or creating an arch in the spine. You're tucking and rounding. You've got 2. Now hold it down to your on your 1, hold it down to a hover and pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it back, child's pose. Bring your palms to touch, the knuckles of your thumbs to the nape of your neck. Stretch that out, let it go. You have one more breath. Now go ahead and plant your hands down to the top of your mat. Tuck your toes under, put your tailbone high, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe, pedal it out, let it go. One more breath. Take your gaze to the top of your mat, step or jump, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Utkatasana, toes to touch, knees to touch. Squeeze your inner thighs, your tailbone draws back, belly's in, chest is lifted, arms are strong. I'm gonna face you guys. Now come up onto your tippy toes, find your drinking bird. Reach your heels up as high as you can. Draw your arms back behind, palms face down. Chest is lifted, belly's in. Now, option to stay here, option to find your dancing bird. Take your knees out and in for 4, 3, 2, hold your knees out wide and 1, heels to touch, pulse, lifted lower for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring everything back into your midline, lower your heels down, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, Urdhvasana Eagle. Bring your arms out to a T, load into your left leg, parallel your right thigh. Cross your right knee over your left. Now work for the bind, top of foot to the back of your calf. Find your, or sweep your right arm underneath your left, binding at the elbows, binding at the wrist, or hands back to back. Inhale, work your shoulders back to stack. Lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders. Exhale, falling eagle. Find the crunch, elbows to knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, crunch it in. Good, keep it going here. Give me 2 more. 1 more here. Woo! Nice work, guys. Release your bind, parallel your right thigh. Lower it back down, chair pose. Toes to touch, knees to touch, arms sweep high. Inhale, drinking bird. Come up onto your tippy toes, sweep your arms back behind, palms face down. Find the balance, find the control. Knees come out and dancing bird for 4, 3, 2, Heels to touch, knees out wide, and 1. Pulse, lift and lower for 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything comes back into your midline, lower down, chair pose. Now reach your arms high. This time take your arms out to a T, Garudasana Eagle. Load it into your right leg, parallel your left thigh. Cross your left knee over your right. Work for the bind or the kickstand. Left arm sweeps underneath your right elbow, biting at the elbows, biting at the wrist, or hands back to back. Lift your elbows in line with your shoulders. Exhale, eagle crunch. Bring it up. Exhale, crunch it in. Keep it going. For 4, yes you can. You've got 3. You've got 2. And 1. Woo. Nice work, guys. Parallel your left thigh. Exhale, bring it back, chair pose. Arms sweep high, sink further down. Now this time, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant it down, send it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right heel rises. Exhale, pyramid. Step to the inside of your right hand. Your back foot steps into a 45. Straighten out your front leg. Frame your front foot with both hands. Draw your forehead closer to your shin or to your knee. Breathe. Make sure your hips are in one line. If you need to step your left foot closer in, just step it in. Now option for blocks to bring the ground up underneath your hands. Otherwise, come up onto your fingertips. Make sure you have tented palms so you're not hurting your joints here. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale, standing split. Shift your weight forward. Send your left heel high. Now option to walk your hands further back. Frame your front foot. Option for the bind. Right-handed calf, forehead closer in. Fight for control, fight for balance. One more breath. Good. Exhale, Shiva splits. Plant your right hand back down. Come up onto your right tippy toe. Bring your left knee to right calf as you squat low. Inhale, lower your heels down, standing split. Good. Exhale, Shiva. Keep it going here. For 4, 3, 2. Now hold into your standing split and 1. Fight for it. Exhale, step it back, warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Ground through the blade of your back foot. Your front knee stacks to your front ankle. Externally rotate through your upper thigh. Open up your hips. Open up through your shoulders. Arms are strong. Gaze down your front middle finger. Inhale, reverse your warrior 2. Reach your right arm up and back, left arm down. Exhale, goddess pose. So just turn your feet out to a 45 and then sink your tailbone straight down. Shoulders stacked to your hips. Find the external rotation through your upper thighs. Good, now find that pulse, lift and lower. Opening up through the hips, opening up through the groin. Breathe, belly button pulls in. You've got 4, 3, 2, hold it low, and 1. Bring your arms out to a T. Take your torso side to side. Feel the sensation in the external obliques. You're just moving your torso. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, wide forward fold to the side edge of your mat. Walk your hands shoulder width distance in between your feet, torso in between your thighs, crown of your head down. Take your stance as wide as you need here. Just breathe. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to deepen. Then you have one more breath. Take your gaze, or walk your hands to the side edge of your mat. Take your gaze to the top of your mat. Pivot on your front foot. Crawl your way forward. Find your low lunge. Now plant both hands to the inside of your right foot. Keep hugging your left or your right knee up and in. Now push forward with the ball of your left foot and then slowly lower your left knee down. Untuck your back toes. Option to come all the way down to your forearms, or option just to stay lifted as you are. Breathe. We have one more breath. If you're down to your forearms, just lift back up to your hands. Exhale, twisted dragon. Heel toe your left or right foot out to a 45. Come onto the blade of your right foot. Gently press your knee out as you take your gaze up over your right shoulder. Keep drawing your hips down and forward. Breathe into this. One more breath. Exhale. exhale, just plant your right toes down to a 45. Plant your hands to the top of your mat. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee. Step your left foot forward. Find Malasana Yogi squat. So again, feet are out 45 degrees, just outside your sitting bones. Draw your elbows inside your knees, thumbs to your chest. Extend through the crown of your head. Breathe. Now, if you want to stay here, this is where you're at, stay here. You will have another option to come into crow. Otherwise, let's work on our crow pose. So, plant your hands down to your mat, grip your mat like you're gripping a basketball. Lift your tailbone up, turn your toes in. Now, if you have blocks and you want to use your blocks, again, you can place your block back behind you. Your fingers are spread wide. You can place your big toes on top of your blocks. Bring your knees out wider than your hips. Shift forward, bring your knees up as high as you can to your triceps, gaze ahead. Practice lifting your feet up off your block. If you've got two blocks and you're afraid of falling, you can place your big toes onto the block and then place your forehead, third eye onto the block and practice here. Otherwise, if you've got it and you've got no equipment and you want to work for it, fingers are spread wide, come up onto your tippy toes. Bring your knees up as high as you can to your triceps, gaze to the edge of your mat. Lift one foot up and then the other. Maybe you lift both toes to touch. Round up through your spine as if you're in cat pose. One more breath. Exhale, sit it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Woo. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale is downward facing dog. Let that go, breathe. Pedal out your feet. Nice work. Now inhale, left heel rises. Exhale, pyramid. Step to the inside of your left hand. Step your right foot into a 45. Keep your hips square. Straighten out your left leg. Frame your front foot with both hands. Bring your forehead closer to your shin, to your knee. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale, standing split. Shift your weight forward. Lift your right heel high. Ooh, fight for it. Option to walk your hands further back. Find the bind. Left hand to calf, forehead closer in. One more breath here. Fight for control. Exhale, release your bind. Just place your left hand to the top of your mat. Find your Shiva split. So come up onto your tippy toe. Bring your right knee to left calf. Squat down. Inhale, Shiva split. Exhale, Shiva. Sit it up. Good. Keep it going here for 4, 3, 2, hold it into your splits, and 1. Exhale, step back warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Take your stance as wide as you need. Work for the heel to arch alignment. Sink into your front thigh. Hip shoulders are open. Gaze down your front middle finger. Inhale, reverse your warrior 2. Reach your left arm up, right arm down. Exhale, goddess. Just turn your feet out to a 45. Sink straight down. Shoulders stack back to your hips. Find the external rotation through your upper thighs. Good. Pulse, lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, hold it low, and 1. Bring your arms out to a T, palms face forward. Now I want you to round through your spine. Bring your palms to touch, tuck your chin in. Exhale, open up. Good. Keep it going here. Rounding and opening. Feel that sensation through the core. Breathe. Give me 4. You've got 3. We've got 2. And 1. Nice work, guys. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, wide forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. At any moment you need here. Maybe you add side to side twist. Maybe you add a bind. You can work into a tripod headstand if that's in your practice. Just kind of breathe, settle in. Maybe add some side lunges. Do what feels good for you in your body. Give me one more breath. Now this time, walk your hands back to the side edge of your mat. Take your gaze to the top of your mat, pivot on your front foot, crawl your way forward. Plant both hands to the inside of your left foot. Push forward with the ball of your back, find your dragon lunge. Untuck your back toes. Keep pulling your hips down and forward. Hug your left knee into your left shoulder. Option to come all the way down to your forearms, option to stay lifted. Just breathe. One more breath. Exhale, twisted dragon. Heel toe your left foot out to a 45. Come onto the blade of your left foot. Gently press your knee out as you take your gaze up over your left shoulder. One more breath. Now just plant your left foot down. Your foot is out to a 45. Go ahead and take both hands to the top of your mat. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee, and then step your right foot forward. Find your Malasana Yogi squat. Elbows to the inside of your knees, sitting up tall, belly button pulls in. Now, working into crow pose one more time. So can you get a little bit further this time? Maybe this time we don't use our blocks, or if you need your blocks, you can maybe take one block out if you're using both. Now, grip your mat like you're whipping a basketball. Turn your toes forward. Come up onto your tippy toes. Bring your knees up as high as you can to your triceps. Gaze to the edge of your mat, not straight down. You'll fall straight down. Lift one foot up, and then the other. Maybe you shift forward and back. If you've got it, find the hold, find the balance. Sit it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, pedal that out, let that go. Good work. Go ahead and roll forward. Back to your high plank, lower all the way down. Now untuck your toes. Keep your left hand planted underneath your left shoulder. Extend your right arm out to your right side. Your palm is face down. Keep your wrist in line with your shoulder. Send the sole of your left foot up. And then roll over to your right side. Scorpion chest stretch. Inhale, slowly work your way back to your midline, and then switch it out. Right hand underneath your right shoulder, extend your left arm out to your left side, palm face down. Send the sole of your right foot up, roll over to your left side. Scorpion chest stretch. Slowly bring it back in. Just plant your forearms down. Find your Sphinx pose. Untuck your toes, ground through the tops of your feet, through your hip bones. Your fingers again are spread wide. Now take your gaze straight ahead as you melt your shoulders back and down. Keep pressing your hip bones down into your mat. Option to stay here. Option for your seal. Extend your arms straight. Exhale, slowly release. Now, go ahead and plant your hands back underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, tailbone lifts, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, breathe. Just pedal out your feet. Now take your gaze to the top of your mat. Cross stitch your ankles, find a seated position, Dandasana. Legs straight out in front of you. Belly button pulls into spine, chest is lifted. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, forward fold, hinging from your hips. Lead with your torso to the top of your thigh. Breathe. If you have a strap, if you have a big towel, you can wrap that around the blades of your feet. Walk down your midline. If you need to, you can bend your knees and just walk down the edges of your legs, eventually working your way to your blades of your feet or the tops of your feet if you need a block past your feet. For a deeper expression, you can do that. You can also place a block underneath your heels. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to deepen. And 1 more breath. Inhale, slowly lift back up. Exhale, Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Your knees are out wide. Interlace your fingers to the blades of your feet. I'm going to face you guys. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Slowly lift back up, and then exhale, slowly lower all the way onto your backs. Hug your knees back up into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Now slowly work your way into a happy baby. Send the soles of your feet up, draw your knees down, plug your shoulder blades back and down. Just breathe. Be proud of yourselves today, guys. You did an awesome job. If you made progression and you followed me into the 4 weeks and from week 1 all the way to week 4, please let me know. I would love to see your progression. I would love to see if you've gotten into the pose, if this is your first time, if you've made any advancements. Celebrate the smallest victories, especially into the body. Yoga is always a practice. But just hug your knees back up into your chest. Find an easy supine twist over to your right. So draw both knees over to your right, arms out to a T. Take your gaze left. Inhale, slowly bring everything back into your midline. Switch it out, draw the supine twist over to your left, gaze right. All the way back into your midline. Now slowly bring your legs all the way up to the ceiling. Find your legs at the wall pose. Soft bend into your knees. Let the blood drain down into your torso. Let your arms come out to the side. Slowly lower your heels down to the top of your mat. Once your heels touch the top of your mat, find yourself a good morning stretch. Inhale, reach your arms all the way above your head. Just point your toes towards the front. Big inhale, hold it at the top. Audible exhale, release. Allow your hands to fall out to the side, palms face up. Close your eyes, come into your final Shavasana. Option to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you need. Otherwise, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, bring life back into your bodies. Inhale, completely fill up your lungs. Audible exhale, release. Let's do that again. Inhale, completely fill up. Clench your fist shut, shrug your shoulders up, squeeze every muscle fiber in your body. Audible exhale, release. Leave everything on your mat, take nothing home. When you're ready, come into a fetal position, either on your right or your left side. Your right side is your masculine energy, your left is your feminine. And then slowly work your way up to an easy seated pose, just crossing at your ankles, lengthening through your spine, sitting up tall. Now inhale, arms reach all the way above your head. Take all that good energy, bring it down into your heart center, your heart space, your fourth chakra. Inhale your confidence, your self-love, your self-acceptance. And then exhale all your fears and doubts. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.